Ionic compounds form when elements, and typically metals, transfer electrons to nonmetals. So in this case, two lithium atoms transfer electrons to an oxygen atom. So effectively you get a strong electrostatic attraction between two lithium cations and an oxygen anion. And this is represented by the following ionic compound, which is lithium oxide. So you have two positively charged lithiums
to one negatively charged oxygen.
And the net charge on the ionic compound is 0. Now the typical charges in ionic compounds are governed by their location in the periodic table and the number of valence electrons. So to form a stable outer shell, you have the elements in the metal groups losing electrons, and also in the boron group, and the halogens and elements in the oxygen and nitrogen groups gain electrons to form a stable outer shell. And the noble gases and elements in the carbon group are generally stable as they are. And the transition metals can gain a different number of electrons. So for example, you have bromine gaining 1 electron and thereby having a negative charge, and therefore copper loses 1 electron in this ionic compound, which is thereby called copper-1 bromide. And in this case you have two bromine atoms, each with a negative charge, so copper loses 2 electrons in this case. And therefore this compound is called copper-2 bromide. And elements in the same group tend to form analogous ionic compounds. So sodium chloride and potassium chloride have the cations and anions in the same group, and therefore have the same ratio of charge and the same ratio of elements.